am here with another project using this month's Kitaholic kits. I'm creating a traveler's notebook spread today. It is part of my series of weekly photos, which I am so far behind in, but I hope to catch up eventually. Hoping that I can, pump out a whole lot of them in one weekend or something and get slightly caught up. Anyway, I really loved the sequin mix in this month's kit. I can't remember which one it came in, the main kit, I think. I just love it. I mean, I love sequins anyway. Sometimes I struggle to use them, but this one, I loved it. Loved the colors. So I wanted to create a bit of a big sort of shaker pocket in my notebook, something a little bit different. Now I do have some issues with this layout, as you will see along the way, but it comes together in the end. So first of all, I went through and chose out the pattern paper that I wanted. I ended up with this pink paper with the white spots on it. I did want the dotted paper that had all the colored dots all over it, but it was just a bit too much for my photo because I do leave just the photo by itself on the other page. So I needed something a little bit not quite as bright and colorful for the other side. And the photo that I am scrapping is of me and the boys. We went to SeaWorld back in February, I think it was, and this was a little photo I took while we were waiting for the dolphin show to start. So that's what we're scrapping, and I can't remember what my prompt this week, that week, was fun. So I actually incorporate that into my title as well, which you'll see very soon. This was a fun photo. We had a great time. It was lots of fun at SeaWorld, and my head gets in this video a lot. I have to apologize because I was leaning over trying to line things up quite a bit on this layout. And I've had so much fun with this month's kits. I don't know, they just really got my creative juices flowing and my mojo just happening to craft. So I've created quite a lot of projects using this kits this month. I don't know, they really spoke to me, and I've done a lot. So I might try, since as though we're like halfway through the year, I might try and do a flip through of all the layouts I've done this year. Just with everything in general. I think I'm going to try. I'll make a note of it. I can't promise it will happen, but I'm going to try and make it happen. So I decided the easiest way to stick my little pocket in was to tape it under the paper on the other side. I figured that was the easiest way, rather than like trying to stick it in with washi tape on both sides and having like a little hinge, or I don't know. I thought this was the easiest way. Now, I have so much trouble with my fuse tool. I don't know if I've got a dodgy one or if I don't do it right or what, but it actually took me about 5 goes to get that to all stick together. It was just driving me nuts. Like, it would make the little dots and they would look like they were all stuck together, and then as soon as I stuck my hand in so I could pop the sequins in, all the seams would just come undone, and it was driving me absolutely freaking crazy. I nearly threw the thing out the window. It's not the first time I've had problems with it. Like, I leave it heat up for ages. I've tried, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I think this time was between 20 minutes and half an hour I let it heat up for, so it wasn't like it was cold. And I even went and got myself a piece of glass because a few people had said doing it on glass really helped. So I took some glass out of a picture frame, and it's still, I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong. I press really firmly, I take really slow, but I don't know, it doesn't work. I think I might have a dodgy one and it's a bit annoying, but never mind. Let me know if you've got any other tips for me, or if you have problems with your fuse tool too, because it's driving me crazy. Anyway, that was my big rant for today. I haven't had a scrapping rant in a while. Anyway, I put my title on The Family Fun, just in the stickers that came in the kit. Then I'm going to add a few embellishments. I actually ended up swapping that over. Yep, there we go. Because I wanted my label on the right hand side, and it didn't look right with everything on the right. Right? Sorry. This little label I'll end up putting my journaling on, and I think I stick one of those washi strips underneath it. Maybe. Yep. Going through. I couldn't decide what to use out of those washi strips. I liked them all and I just wanted to hoard them. But I try to use as many as I can, but it's hard. I just want to keep them forever. So I ended up using the branding strip that I'd used on the side of this page. When I cut that pink paper, I'd cut it just a smidge too short. So to fix that, I used the branding strip to add a little border on the side, as you can see there. And then there was a leftover bit. So to tie it all together, I used that in my little embellishment cluster here as well. And what am I doing? Oh, that was a half that I'd cut, and I'd use the other half of that washi strip on another layout. And then this was the leftover piece. And that pretty much makes my little label, what is it? Tag, label, journaling spot. A couple of the little puffy stickers, and I think I call that done. Now I'm trying to heat this up again, and I think I'd given up and walked away. And then I put all my sequins in, and I don't think I leave it on camera. I think I've actually removed it, but I thought everything was all stuck together. Oh, I used that little heart too. I thought that was a bit fun. And then half those sequins all fell out again, and you can see how slow I'm going. Now this was sped up, and you can still tell I'm going really, really slow. And it's quite upright. I've tried it upright and sort of somewhat, laying down like a bit more flat. No, nothing works. I got it there in the end, but it took a lot of time and trial and error. Now, this is where I make my second mistake. Leave a comment below if you can guess what I'm about to do. Yeah, I will show you what I do in a moment, and it's just silly. It's just plain silly. But yeah, leave a comment below and see if you can guess what's about to happen. Anyway, so I'm sticking this in to my notebook. And I was going to stick another strip of washi tape on there, but it actually seemed to sit really nicely as it was. Now time for my photo. And I was going to pop it in just like that, but then I thought, no, we'll give it a bit of a border. Do I use that piece? I don't think I used that piece. I think I used something else, but I can't remember what. I was trying to jiggle all those sequins around to see how it was going to look. Which piece do I get? Doily. No, I definitely don't use the doily. Oh, can't remember. I know I always say it, but I really should bring the layer in front of me when I do my voiceovers, but I always forget. Oh, there, that's right, the butterfly paper, which is the reverse side of the pink piece that I've used. And then my tape roller ran out of tape, so I'm back to my normal tape again now, which I actually prefer. I do like tape rollers, but I tend to waste a fair bit of the tape because it doesn't stick, or it sort of jumps, or I don't know, it doesn't go right to the corner of my piece or right to the edge. So it annoys me in one way, but it is easier in another, and you don't get quite as much mess. And look, see, it's opened again. That's not the big mistake that I make either. But again, it's popped open. And I'm not even kidding. This is probably the 6th time I've stuck this bottom part together on this layout. So I hope you can understand my frustration as I was making this. I persevered though, because I wanted to get it done. And I wanted to make this. I'd had this little vision in my head as soon as I saw those sequins. So I'm glad I got there in the end, and I persevered. And stuck my photo in, and I don't think I add anything else to that page. And see, here you go. There's my mistake that I made. I stuck it in upside down. And I was super frustrated with myself. Because, yeah, I was just, at that point, I was so a bit over it that I just went, never mind, it is what it is. So yeah, if you guessed that's what I was going to do, congratulations. Just adding in a doodly border, and I call this layout done. I do actually go and rip it out and flip it around off camera, just so you know what happens. And that's it, done guys. I'll leave a link to Kitaholic's kits below if you want to go and check them out. That'd be fantastic. And I will catch you next time. Bye.